Hello and welcome to ComicSins, where the sins are snarky and the points don't matter. That's right, just like preferring the comics over the movies, the points don't matter. Time to tick the wins and sins of Doomsday Clock number 1 through 3. I fear this cover is how my audience would react if I actually had an audience. I kid, I love the handful of people that watch these. You're the MVPs just like the covers for this mini-series. Damn, how powerful was Thanos' snap? Unsolicited D-pick. It's always a win to see a comic book ad that isn't just a bog-standard splash of the first issue cover, even if this is probably going to be the first issue's cover. Holy narration, Batman! November 22nd, 1992. Or maybe it's the 23rd. Streets were littered with bodies. Brains boiled over by grotesque nightmares of fictional invader. Clock started over. We had a chance, but they blew it. All of them. The undeplorables screamed to hear themselves, deafening in their echo chamber, blaming the other side for what they have instead of who they are. Their tolerance is a one-way street. Topical Purple Prose is topical. For the news media acting as shady as the news media do, 5 sins for real life. TLDR, previously, intelligent good guy used a space squid to unite world, and failed thanks to Not the Question's homeless ramblings. Oh hi Rorschach, looking good after being reduced to a fine raspberry jam. Last day on Earth, went to Morning Joe's for pancakes, best in the city. Sat in Amy's section, doesn't stare, bring syrup hot. Amy's boyfriend came, dragged her out back. Redhead who stares brought order instead. Syrup cold, couldn't eat. Breakfast ruined. Amy came back, bruises on neck, split lip. Found boyfriend, broke hands, put fork through tongue. Forgot to tell him why. Hope he got message. Went back to Joe's. Stopped serving breakfast at 11. Was 1:15. I'm glad the kids were here to hear this today. Not only was it authentic, grimdark gibberish, it expresses a courage little seen in this day and age. I'm beginning to think this isn't the original Rorschach. Well, that's unsettling. Mime has issues, and I kinda dig that. Don't remember, was it left or right? The general reaction I get when trying to figure out whose side I'm on when I make a vlog post. Dan Flood Gurdor. That's the owl ship. Archie. This is Night Owl's pad, right? Where is he? Or are the rumors true? I figured Night Owl would be in his Dark Knight Return phase by now. And then there's this asshole. Stop. Rorschach, I'm paying you a compliment. Shut up, Vate. I'm Rorschach. Nothing else to tell. I know I'm letting my snark flag fly in this, but seriously, this new Rorschach really works for me throughout this whole series. 5 wins for this character. Finding God, that's what Rorschach calls it. I assume you're aware of what I did. Everyone knows what you did. It took a lifetime to conceive and orchestrate. For a moment, there was hope. But even the greatest of empires decay. This whole thing reminds me of a poem by Percy Shelley. I understand that only English lit majors may laugh at that. My dream has died. I cannot save our world, though there is one who, even now, has the power to. Ozzy, this is a very bad time to talk about your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I'm leaving this galaxy for one less complicated. That is our mission, all of us. We need to find John. So let's talk about Ozzy's plan for a second. He screwed up society so much on his world that he wants to go to the DC universe proper, or whatever it's called, to get Dr. Manhattan back to unscrew the pooch. Oh, he's definitely a genius. Walden 2 was just a cash-in sequel to a classic piece of literature that no one wanted. They've never seen anything like you, Clark. Oh, at least not for the past 75 years. Oh, so this is New 52 Superman. Damn. It was a dream. I was in high school and... Please, come down. I heard their tires screech. Ma scream. Pa grit his teeth. What? It was the night my parents died, Lois. It was horrible. Oh, Clark. I can't remember the last time you had a nightmare. Lois, I don't think I've ever had one. Considering what Superman's done before, I don't believe that, but that is a hell of a hook for the next issue. He meets some fragment huge, and stopped to guess what powerful but unrecorded race once dwelled in that annihilated place. Ozymandias, Horace Smith, quoting a poem to add weight to your work cliché. But it actually lets the other shoe drop on Ozymandias' name, so win? 3 wins in honor of Len Wayne, but 2 sins for the fact that death is a cruel mistress. Do we really need to see the Gazette's expose on Rorschach's journal? It'll either be what we read in Watchmen, or it'll be spun so the plutocracy can continue. I'm not the only one that sees a face in Marionette's costume, am I? I ignored this in the first issue, but a win for each issue in this maxi-series for sticking to the basic layout of the original Watchmen's 9-panel format with very little deviation. For a price, she'd sell anyone a name and a costume. Dr. Van Gogh, the Telltale Man, Bill the Lizard. I'd have asked for my money back for Bill the Lizard. Julia, is that true? Yes? No? This is why there are rules about personal effects on desks. The man deserves so much worse than this, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. How could Marionette be pregnant? Mime was wearing one of his special condoms. Oh. Comic book science is the best science. Nukes are the only way to travel. I see a boat. Okay, Mr. Wayne, in this one. Mr. Wayne. Now I see a yacht. A yacht? Yes, I see a yacht. A speedboat. Mr. Wayne. Well, it is better than what I see. Upside-down uterus, a game of soggy biscuit, and the steady march of the Mouse Empire into an Orwellian future. Or possibly a bat. The world's gone upside down because of the Superman theory. It may have started with Rex Mason and Kirk Langstrom, but now the mob is after you. They don't trust Batman anymore. When have they really? The Superman theory is that all metahumans were created by the US government and are employed by them, both the good and the bad. I'm going to give this a win solely because that's sadly accurate to real life. Bruce, the bad is not the symbol it used to be. It's become a disease, but it's one you can live with as long as you manage it, and keep it from infecting others. This isn't my doing. It's temporary paranoia, perpetuated by Russia and Markovia. Batman's a necessity to Gotham and the world. It's not that simple anymore. You need to face this, Bruce. All of it. Bruce? Yes, Bruce, blame the Russian bots and not the decades of fear and brutality you forced onto Gotham. Crash landing cliché. Lex Luthor and Bruce Wayne. We go to them. Explain who we are and why we're here. Try and get help too. Story sounds crazy. Not any crazier than this place. Split up. Save time. Yes, that's right. Which one do you want? The smartest, of course. Objection! Bruce Wayne has spent his entire adult life trying to curb any public image of him being similar to Batman in any way, especially his intelligence. This comic is so drenched in symbolism. The pancakes symbolize Bruce's love for the new day. Rorschach found the Batcave in less than 9 panels. Oh, that's what we were supposed to see in that Rorschach test? I was way off! I wonder if Lex just settles all the wrongful termination cases out of court. I will end this war before I let Wayne win. Did I miss a storyline where Lex got a hate boner for Bruce? No? The comic must be wrong. I admire your taste, Mr. Luthor, and your aspirations. Joey, do you like movies about gladiators? You dissected a psychic's brain, enlisted the morally bankrupt minds of artists and writers from the likes of Hollywood and comic books, and created an alien invader that murdered 3 million people to unite the world. Yes? And you're surprised that humanity hasn't stayed united? If you're the smartest man on your planet, I'd hate to meet the dumbest. Lex Luthor would be great at CinemaSins. Seriously though, Lex is just a treat in this. Only monsters would keep trophies like this. Rorschach would be great at— wait a minute, that's the original Mr. Freeze's costume for Batman 121. Does Batman have all of Victor's costumes? Did he steal them from Arkham? Did he strip him before sending him to Arkham? Is undoing the death that started off the original Watchmen a good idea? Well, survey says... You ate my breakfast. Yeah, I did. Still makes more sense than Batman vs. Superman. We are torn between nostalgia for the familiar and an urge for the foreign and strange. As often as not, we are homesick most for the places we have never known. By Carson McCullers. It is a sin more people don't know about our work. There's a lot less pop-up ads in the in-comic website than there would be in reality. Sin for unrealistic expectations of a news source online? You betcha. Damn it, I already wasted my 1984 reference to take a jab at Disney. Just take the win and forget we were here. So, Big Blue teleported the comedian to Gotham? Then who did they bury at the funeral in Watchmen? And how did the button get into the Batcave? Wish I had a goddamn camera. That stupid look on your face. I'm certain you find my bewilderment amusing, Edward. Yeah, he literally just came out and said he found your bewilderment amusing, Ozzy. Strong glass. Shame. Would have been poetic. Yeah, it also would have ended this series at the first quarter mark. But if he hops out the window himself, he'll survive this. One-handed, even. You trespassed into a very dangerous place. Bruce Wayne. Where's Mask 2? Yours keeps changing. Who are you? Not enemy. I am Rorschach. Oh, I thought you were this other guy, though he wears a blue trench coat usually. Easier to explain. Was here, somewhere. No, that's Fork. Wrong pocket. Why couldn't this be the adventures of Rorschach and Fork? Wait, is that the same fork that he shoved through Amy's boyfriend's tongue? A win for continuity, I guess. Totally, babe. That's the blind leading the blind. I mean, what the hell are we supposed to do to Dr. Manhattan? Even if we find him. What are we gonna say? Kill us now? I ain't pregnant no more? That dope's pretending to be Rorschach? He's lost his mind. But who is he? Why's he along for the ride? I'm not sure it's good to have the psychotic clown couple be the voice of your audience. 4. That's all? It's been a long day. Why don't you go upstairs and get some rest? Take a shower. Clean up. Yes, clean up. Not only Vate. My hands are dirty too. And they say the wealthy don't help the homeless. When I was a kid, American heroes were real people with real names. Teddy Roosevelt, Frank Rock, Joe DiMaggio, Carver Coleman. Carver Coleman was a deviant Donald. This old, I assume is a woman, is right. We need a new Sergeant Rock book. Win for the Frank Rock reference, but a sin because no one wants to do war books anymore. It's worse at Christmas. But I wore my best suit. Being without my family. Kids, don't forget your grandparents. No sin or win, just please don't forget the elderly. You made those pancakes. Good pancakes. Happy to whip up some more. If you think of anything else, pick up the phone and press the intercom. And as Master Wayne said, make yourself at home. Hopefully Rorschach understands that does not mean pee all over the bed and use any corner he can as a bathroom. Need to wash it off. Wash it all off. This is what the NSA agent who sees my text message history does after every shift. How many of the Gotham Cape Crusaders does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. They like the dark. Hey, now it wasn't that bad. And that's how I got my scriptwriter. You know, maybe I'll carve the smile somewhere more interesting. What do you say? Wouldn't that be a cross, then? Great row, his fingers are loaded. I'm also winning the fact that I'm a sucker for super awesome piano wire. What do you say we go find this Joker? I'd say it sounds fun, but pointless. It's okay, you're safe. Oh, where? You slept for almost 24 hours. I've read your book. I've also been sitting here staring at you for about 12 of those hours. Dr. Osterman, need to talk. Hello? Yeah, I love this ending. Far better it is to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs, even though checkered by failure, than to rank with those poor spirits who never enjoy nor suffer much, because they live in a grey twilight that knows not victory nor defeat. This may be one of the most, yeah okay, I kinda guess it ties into this theme, ending quotes of this series. While I have been overly snarky, this maxi series is totally on my pull list, and these issues deserve an extra 5 wins each. Purple prose, I can't sing like this anymore. Yeah, no, we're gonna cut that.